Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on Elite Academy. So today we have taken a question, very important question. However, the question is from ancient history, but the question when we have information related to Buddhism or when we have information related to Ashoka or the inscription, then it becomes further more important for us. Okay, so Ashoka, we know that he was from Mauryan Emperor. He was a Mauryan king and he was born somewhere in 304 BC and he ruled for almost 30 to 40 years, and when he died he was already of 70 years age. His kingdom, the quarter was at Patliputra, the capital was at Patliputra, and it is said that when he became king he was very bad tempered, he was very cruel, but the Kalinga war changed his life. And it is said that because of his cruelty before Kalinga war, he was known as Chand Ashoka, cruel Ashoka. Yes, so there were various names. However, after Kalinga war, which was somewhere in 261 BC, okay, so when he completed the 8th year of his tenure as a king, when he was running in the 8th year of Ashoka as a king, then he fought this Kalinga war. And because after this Kalinga war, his life changed and he started embracing Buddhism, and we will discuss that which all rock edicts, where all it is mentioned about the Kalinga war. So after the Kalinga war, he was known as Dharma Ashoka, that is pious Ashoka, from the Chand Ashoka. So from Chand Ashoka to Dharma Ashoka, this was his journey. Okay, he becomes very important for us, keeping in mind the inscription especially. So the question here you can see it is talking about Rumindei pillar inscription and Nigali Sagar pillar inscription, whether it gives clear evidences about Ashoka's faith in Buddhism or not. Then it is also talking about Minor Rock Edict 1, which gives evidence of sudden change in Ashoka's faith in Buddhism. So remember this word, sudden change. Now the question is asking which is correct. So we'll discuss in detail, then we will see what is the answer. Okay, let's start our discussion. So whenever we read about Ashoka, especially we will read about the different types of rock edicts. So one is major rock edict, second is, okay, so major rock edicts, like as you can see in the image, so on the rocks the inscriptions were written. So it is something like this. The letters were crafted there. So major rock edicts were there, minor rock edicts were there, smaller, comparatively smaller. So the inscriptions were written on that. Then we had pillar inscription, which became very popular during Ashoka time. He used pillars in order to circulate the message, and with the evolution of time, earlier they were written on only rocks. Later the technology evolved and he also became mature. He used technology. So the polished pillars, so you know about Ashokan pillars, Sarnath pillar. So these kind of pillars were raised in order to propagate the message. We'll see about them, a major, minor and pillar inscription one by one. The famous one, we will cover only the famous one. We are not covering all of the things. Whatever I think is important from the exam point of view, we will cover that only. So let's have a look. So here we have a few major rock edicts which we will discuss about. So it is said that there are in total 13 such major, minor and pillar inscriptions are there, and 14 major rock edicts are there. So we will discuss only few of them which are important from exam point of view. So starting with the first edict. So first edict is talking about prohibition of animal sacrifice, especially during festive seasons. Okay, so this is just for your reference. The images are for your reference in order to make you understand that what it is talking about. So first edict is talking about prohibition of animal sacrifice, which shows the Ashoka's sensitivity towards the animal. Next is fifth edict. Fifth edict is talking about treatment of slaves. So it talks about humane treatment of slaves and considering their rights as well. Also, fifth edict mentions about a cadre of officials, Dhamma Ghosha, who were appointed and entrusted the responsibility of spreading the message of Dhamma within the kingdom. So if you have read NCRT, 6th class NCRT, it is mentioned there, the chapter is mentioning about Ashoka's Dhamma. It is about serving parents, respecting teachers, avoiding animal slaughter or sacrifice, giving humane treatment to animals, servants, prisoners, showing tolerance towards people who are following different religion, and this way Ashoka's Dhamma is considered as humane, peaceful, accommodative and tolerant view. Okay, next edict which is important for us is 7th edict. Here he is talking about religious tolerance and welfare of people in his kingdom as well as his neighboring kingdom. So it is talking about religious tolerance and welfare of the people. 8th edict becomes very important because this is remarkable. This is important because it describes the visit of King Ashoka to Sambodhi. Sambodhi is another name of Bodh Gaya. Okay, and it is also believed that Ashoka built a diamond throne, which you can see on the screen. Diamond throne was built by Ashoka in order to mark the place where Buddha reached enlightenment, and this is there in Bodh Gaya. Okay, so this is very important, and he was very sad when he visited that the sacred people tree was not respected, or was not the care was not being taken care by the kingdom at that point of time. So he did his best to take care of Buddha tree, and he built a temple around it. He built this diamond throne. Okay, so this was his contribution when he visited Bodh Gaya. Next edict, which is and all these things are mentioned in 8th major edict. Next edict is which is important for us from exams point of view is 13th edict. This is the edict which mentions victory over Kalinga. This mentions Ashoka's victory over kingdoms, and it also mentions about Pandyas, Cholas. The 13 Rock Edict was issued at the end of Kalinga War. Okay, and here it has been highlighted that how Ashoka changes from aggressive, violent warrior to a great lover of peace and preacher of peace. So as you can see in the image, the 13 Rock Edict is symbolizing, even though he has won the war, he became victorious, but he has submitted his sword, and now he is moving, the transition is there from aggression towards peace. Okay, this was the direct and immediate effect of Kalinga War, which led to conversion of Ashoka or into Buddhism. Okay, so it was not immediately after this. 13th edict is only talking about the victory of Ashoka over Kalinga War. Okay, and major Rock Edict 13 contains an extract in Greek and Aramaic as well. So this you should know that it has extracts some from Greek and Aramaic as well. Next we'll see about certain minor Rock Edicts. The minor Rock Edicts, there are many minor Rock Edicts. Few famous one are this Kandhar bilingual rock inscription, because it is famous because the word itself is telling bilingual rock inscription. So here you can see the inscription. It has, so you can see this area which is written in different script or different language you can say, and the other is written in different language. So clearly you can see two languages here. So this is in Greek and Aramaic, and it was written in 10th year of his reign. So in which year that is not important. Okay, and this shows it is basically located in the city of Old Kandhar. Basically you can correlate it with the modern Afghanistan. So Kandhar bilingual rock inscription is from Ashoka's time. It is one of the minor Rock Edict, and it is written in two languages, that is Greek and Aramaic. Next is Musky version of minor rock. So Musky version of minor rock is very important historically because it confirmed the association of the title Devnam Priya with the name Ashoka, thereby clarifying all the doubts that in previous inscription that this Devnam Priya or Piyadasi name belonged to which ruler. So this particular Musky version, and also Musky is there in Karnataka. So Musky version of minor Rock Edict you can see on the image, it's there in Karnataka. And there is another Rock Edict coming from Gujarat version of minor Rock Edict. So Gujarat version is there in Madhya Pradesh, Datia district of Madhya Pradesh. So these two, Musky and Gujarat, these are the only two minor Rock Edicts or the inscriptions you can say where the name of Ashoka has been used together with his full title, Devnam Priya Piyadasi Ashok Raja. So like that it has been found here from Musky and Gujarat. Next important is other inscriptions, other Rock Edicts, they only mention Devnam Priya or Piyadasi. Okay. Next we have, so here this one, the image you can see is Gujarat version of minor rock edict. So minor rock edict is there in the background within the premises. Next we have is minor rock edict 1. So minor rock edict indicates that Ashoka turns towards Buddhism gradually. Yes, remember this word. And this minor rock edict 1 indicates that Ashoka turned towards Buddhism gradually, and that too after gradually, it has been gradual transition. It was not sudden transition. Okay. Next, so next is minor rock edict number 3. So here Ashoka greets Sangha and he meets people who are it shows his deep faith in Buddhism, Dhamma, Sangha, and here in minor rock edict number 3 it has been mentioned that he suggested certain Buddhist texts for monks, nuns, and people who are following the rules of Sangha. So minor rock edict is talking about minor rock edict number 3 is talking about the suggestions given by Ashoka to regarding books which the Buddhist people or the Sangha should follow. Okay, so this is about minor rock edict. Now we'll see pillar inscription. Starting with pillar inscription, the most important pillar inscription is Allahabad pillar inscription. So it is located inside Allahabad fort, and it is approx 10 meters height, and this plays very important role in Buddhism, and the inscription verifies that this on this pillar there are inscriptions which dates back to 232 BC. Okay, and later there have been imposing structures over this inscription of 232 BC, and it is in Allahabad. It is inside the Allahabad fort, and the fort is under the possession of Indian Army, but yes, you can visit whenever you are going by taking a special permission. Why Ashoka pillar is important? Ashoka pillar is at Allahabad is important because there we not only find the inscription from Ashoka time, but it also bears the inscription from Samudragupta time, a ruler of Gupta Empire, which was in somewhere in 330 AD, right? And Mughal Emperor Jahangir's inscription is also there. And Gupta ruler's inscription was made by Harisena. So UPSC has been asked that Allahabad pillar inscription talks about whom? It talks about Ashoka, it talks about Samudragupta, it talks about Jahangir, right? And Allahabad pillar inscription during Samudragupta time, who wrote the inscription? So it was Harisena. He was a renowned poet of a royal court. Okay, so this you should know. Allahabad pillar inscription, as you can see in the image also, Ashoka, Samudragupta, and some Queen's edict. Ashoka's Queen's edict is there. Also Jahangir's inscriptions are also there. Next is Rumindei pillar inscription. So Rumindei pillar inscription is also important. So Ashoka's pillar at Rumindei in the Nepal Terai it was found, and Rumindei is there located in Lumbini. So this is very important. Why? Because it highlights Ashoka's visit to Lumbini and exemptions which were given to Lumbini from tax. And it was after 20 years of his kingdom as a king, he visited there, and he was very happy to visit there. Okay, it is the birthplace of Buddha, and there should be no tax from tax should be taken from these people. So he went for exemption of Lumbini from the taxes. He exempted them. Okay, exemption was like 1/10 of some tax was only they were supposed to give. So Rumindei pillar is talking about his faith in Buddhism, because he by that time he was already following Buddhism, and he had affection towards Buddha. That's why he went for tax relaxation. So Rumindei pillar inscription. So as you can see in the how it was excavated. Next we have Nigali Sagar pillar inscription. So Nigali Sagar pillar inscription is also there in Nepal. It is located originally it was located at Kapilvastu, and it mentions about Ashoka's contribution in increasing the height of stupa there of Buddha, making it to double size. So that is why Nigali Sagar pillar inscription is also important. So this is also talking about Ashoka's role in increasing the height of the stupa of Buddha. So why? Because he had affection. So this is important. Another inscription which is important, but it is not a pillar inscription, is Sohagaura pillar inscription. So this, which you can see the image on the screen, it is about Nigali Sagar pillar inscription. Okay, Sohagaura pillar inscription is here. Why it is important? Sohagaura, there is a place called Sohagaura which is near Gorakhpur. It is in Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh on the banks of Rapti river. So Sohagaura inscription highlights the time frame of Mauryan Empire in 3rd century BC, and this is a copper plate. Okay, and it is said that it belongs to Ashoka's empire time. Ashoka's reign it belongs, and it praises the foundation of granaries to meet the challenges of famine at that time. So copper plate inscription, Sohagaura inscription, it highlights, or it is talking about the contribution of Ashoka in raising granaries to meet the challenges of famine. So this is why it is important, and UPSC has already asked this in 17 or 18 somewhere. UPSC has already asked this. If you are revising the previous year paper, so you can get it. Okay, next we'll see few other important details. Another important information with respect to Ashoka is portrait of King Ashoka. Yes, so portrait of King Ashoka has been excavated, and the full image, as you can see on the screen, the full portrait looks like this. Okay, so the full portrait of King Ashoka has been excavated from the site of a Buddhist stupa belonging to around somewhere 1st and 2nd century AD, and it is located in a village called Kanganahalli, and Kanganahalli is there in Karnataka. So this was in news 4 or 5 years back, and UPSC has asked this, so be very careful, it can be asked again. Okay, now another information which you should know, and we have discussed, as you can see on the screen, Devnam Piya Dasi name Ashok Raja. So this has been found and in Maski and Gujarat, MP. Okay, so this is about the full name where Ashoka has been mentioned. And interestingly, these inscription, other inscription, they do not carry his name, and they just refer him with this Devnam Priya, that is beloved of God, or Piyadasi, that is loved by all. So, but only Maski and Gujarat is talking about the name Ashoka. Also, there is another edict that is called Babru Edict, and there this has been mentioned that first time the name Piyadasi Lajja Magde, means Piyadasi king of Magad, has been mentioned by Ashoka there. So this is the only place where Ashoka's edict is talking about king of Magad. So Piyadasi, king of Magad. So this is about the rock edicts, pillar inscriptions, portraits, and the different names of Ashoka which we should know. And already these questions has been asked somewhere by UPSC, sometimes in civil services, sometimes in CDS, NDA, or different exams. Now let's have a look at the answer. Coming to question, now let's read the question again. Consider the following statements about Ashoka's faith in Buddhism. So the first statement is Rumin Day pillar inscription and Nigali Sagar pillar inscription provide a clear evidence of Ashoka's faith in Buddhism. Yes, we have discussed, because first was with respect to his visit to Lumbini and giving tax exemption. Second was about increasing the size of the dome of stupa. So that also we have seen, and it is a clear evidence of Ashoka's faith in Buddhism. Second is Minor Rock Edict 1 gives evidence of sudden change in Ashoka's faith in Buddhism. No. Minor Rock Edict is giving evidence of gradual change in Ashoka's faith in Buddhism. It was not immediately, but it was a gradual change. So the answer would be what? If we eliminate 2, the answer would be 1. Okay, so this is all about today's video. Hope you enjoyed the discussion, and most importantly, it would have been a quick revision. These are the tricky areas we should revise again and again about different types of rock edicts. Then only we can handle it when we'll see them in the exam. Okay, so take care and revise well. We'll meet tomorrow in the next video. See you all. Bye bye.